Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 67 of the Brunch Ladies of Conshy Consignment. We are so happy to have you here. And I am excited to tell you all about consignment life and what's been going on. So welcome. Come on in. I have my cup of coffee today, not my usual Bloody Mary, but that's okay. It's been that kind of week and I have a full day today. So I'm starting it with a nice cup of black coffee like I do almost every day. So last week we took our first break, our first week off of the Brunch Ladies since we started it 67 weeks ago. So it was Father's Day. So I was very fortunate to be able to spend part of the day with my father. And it really, got me thinking. We are coming up on our Conshy Consignment 10-year anniversary. So we've been in business for 10 years. And you're going to see in a second how those two things coincide. So it really got me thinking, about the past 10 years and all the things we've done and how my father actually has played such an influential role in that. So he is an entrepreneur himself. My parents are both business owners. And, he really just modeled that and really kind of showed me and my family that anything is possible with some hard work, some thinking outside the box, some ingenuity. And it was just really, really, it made me very appreciative. And I was so happy to be able to spend the day with him and, just kind of hang out. Just, the mere fact of the example he's set for our family in so many ways. I'm just talking about consignment and my business right now, but I'm just so blessed. And I hope all of you out there got to spend time with a father figure or reflect on what fathers have brought to you or that father figure has brought to you in your life and where you are right now. And it also had me thinking a lot about not only was he an entrepreneur, but very invested in recycling and, putting things back into the community, composting, all of that good stuff. And that is a really important part of what you guys do when you shop at Conshy Consignment or consign with Conshy Consignment is cycling those goods and money back into the community. And I think that is just absolutely, absolutely amazing. So you're going to see a lot of us highlighting the fact that is why people shop consignment. We are normalizing secondhand purchases for so many reasons. But with consignment, you're not only taking those items, you're keeping them out of the landfill. You're making sure they get to their correct home. They are rehomed. You are also providing that money is cycling back into our community. When somebody consigns their items, they get a percentage of the sales, or with our Conshy Connects, the nonprofits get a portion of our sales. And it's just really great that you guys are embracing this and really seeing the benefit of it. And we are able to help provide those items and cycle that money and those items back into our communities. So thank you so much. Hopefully we are, we are always bringing you more items, new items, and just keeping that cycle going. So thank you so much. And we've been doing that for 10 years. Yeah. So thank you. So what else is going on at Conshy Consignment? It was a very busy week. We did, if you're not on social media like Facebook or Instagram, you can hop over there. You can see some of the fun things that we've done over the years and over the course of the past 2 weeks. One of the things we talked about on Monday, and I'm actually going to read you this quote. It is, there is no such thing as a way. When we throw anything away, it must go somewhere. So that was Annie Leonard. And that's really a great point and a great thing to just think about in our everyday lives when we're throwing something away. And if you haven't, check out Back to Earth Compost Crew. We're going to have Colleen on one time. She runs this amazing composting, and they bring the composted soil back to families. So it's this whole circular model, and they do pickups that allow people in the community to just compost. If you're in an apartment, there's all sorts of things you can do. So just think about in your daily life, things that you're throwing away, they're not really away, they're going somewhere. When you're purchasing something, maybe choose the thing that has less packaging, or all the things you guys already know and are embracing. But I think that's something that I'm just going to keep in the forefront of my mind as I shop and live my life, and just really not get into disposable items, buy the things that really are ethical, right? Environmentally ethical when we can. And we try to bring you those items and make it easy for you guys to shop and give a great selection, so that we're able to do that for you. And yeah, it all comes full circle. And we talked a lot about silver and gold this week. I asked if people preferred if they wore silver or gold. Usually, and I remember this growing up, usually, you picked whether you were a silver or a gold person, and that is what you wore, what you purchased, what you got for maybe hand-me-downs from an estate or inherit it. And it was always silver or gold. And right now, I would say that most of you are very into silver, but there are so many people that mix and match, mostly like myself. I have some of both. And I love the way that fashion is going with being so eclectic, and you don't have to choose anymore. Yeah, we've come a long way. Just kind of a fun thing. And what sold Wednesday, so every week, and you can see this on YouTube as well. You can see what sold and what goods and you recycled back into our communities this week. So we highlight most of the items that we sell during the week, and you can check that out. It's pretty amazing. I always have a great time putting it together, just to see all those items. And I throw a question out there. I've been throwing a question out there every week and having people doing a little guessing game. So this week the question was, what was the oldest item that we sold? And there are pictures, and you can go through them and make your guess on Wednesday. And then we announce the correct answer on Thursday. So we only had one winner this week, and what they win is an extra entry into our live sale drawing. So we do a live sale every Thursday night on Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It just lets us hang out and connect with you as our customers or our consigners. Sometimes it's fun to see some of your items that will be for sale on the live sale. Sometimes you get to see who purchases them. That's always fun. So on Wednesday, I asked the question, what was the oldest item? Got a bunch of guesses. One person guessed correctly, and that was Kimberly. Shout out to Kimberly. Hey. And what it was a set of antique apothecary jars. And the story about these is so fun. So I'm just going to share it, because it is one way that goods and money are cycled back into our communities. So my mother got these items. Somebody at the church was doing a clean out and donated these items, and they were going to they weren't sure exactly how they were going to use them. They're these really cool, I researched them, 1895. They're German apothecary jars. You can see the pictures on our social media. And so I showed them at Instagram, on Instagram every Thursday night after we do our live sale over on Facebook. We head over to Instagram at 8 p.m. and we just do a live unboxing. So I got these items in and I was showing them on Instagram, and everybody was just so in love with them. So the church decided, my mom picked them up from the church, and we decided we could do the best selling them consignment rather than in their little thrift area to do the best we can for the church. And Tinker's company bought them. If you're not following them on Instagram, go ahead and do so, which is our friend Trish. And she does all sorts of like Harry Potter, wands, very like witchy crafts, just extremely artistic, amazing creations. So she ended up purchasing all of the jars. I think there were 13 in total. And we donated the money back to the Springbrook Church here in Pennsylvania. And they were just really excited to get that donation and make that money and cycle those goods back to somebody that really, was going to do something cool with them and appreciate them. So that was really, really a fun item. And it was fun to research, a little frustrating, but yeah. And so stay tuned. I can't wait to see what Tinkers does with those jars. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing. And we sold lots of fun things, but that was definitely my favorite item of the week and the oldest item of the week. So yay. Stay tuned. And last week on Father's Day, my mother and I actually attended a local auction. So that, the auctioning is our sport. And I love to bring you guys some fun things that we find at the auction. I know I do mostly consignment, but occasionally I get to an auction and I get to find some neat items to bring you guys. So let's see, I have two things I accidentally bid on. And what I mean by that is that we got to the auction late, and the auctioneer was holding them up, and there were 3 of these. And here, I'll show you. Maybe I'll post up a picture on the website. So from across the room, I saw there were 3 of them, and the auctioneer was holding them up. And I thought they were wooden carvings. So I bid on them, right? So I bid on the 3 of them. And I actually won them. So when the auctioneer, they bring them over to you, and we were sitting in our seats, and he said, they're full. And I was like, what? And I'm getting a closer look at them. Yeah, I should have worn my glasses, but hey, I wasn't really expecting this to happen. So he said, they're full. And I was like, what do you mean they're full? For those of you listening on podcast, it is a hand-painted porcelain whiskey bottle that is in the shape of a coal miner. And there were 3 of them. And collector's limited edition coal miner, 1977. The other one is 1976 from the Commonwealth Distillery. So there was whiskey in these. Yes. So they were full. I did, the seal was already broken on them, so I didn't feel bad. I opened it up. I poured out. My whole house smelled like 1977 whiskey as I was cleaning them out. So they are for sale on our website now. I just thought they were cool. And coming from a mining area, Scranton, for those of you that don't know, is and I had both of my grandfathers and family members worked in coal mines. So I was kind of attracted to these. I guess that's why I got excited and bid. But they are really cool anyway. And they are collectible and they do sell. So, all right, little mistake, little learning. And we have these cool coal miners whiskey bottles that have been emptied for sale. Yay. So the auction mistake actually turned out okay. The other thing I picked up quite a few things, but the other things I picked up, there was a lot of Native American art. I didn't end up picking up any of that, but there were a couple of mixed prints, like a box of prints that I picked up that my mom and I cleaned up, and they are for sale on our website. Some of them are in the frames, some of them are just the prints, but that was really fun. There is one by a Russian artist, and I think Kowalski. Oh gosh, I forget. I don't know. Maybe I'll post a picture of it up, but you can always check our website. And it is a wolf looking over at a Russian town in a snowscape. And it's black and white, this print. And I think it's absolutely one of the coolest. I think it's just really, really cool. So check it out. See if you like it. See what one of your favorite prints is. Let us know. If you're redecorating, oh yeah. Definitely some really, really fun options at good prices, some antique pieces, some vintage pieces, really neat. The other thing we got were some really beautiful sconces. They are wall sconces. We do architectural salvage, and we bring you all those things. Like I recently sold a ton of bricks for my father that he had salvaged back in the 70s from a building that predated the Gravity Railroad. So we do a lot of architectural salvage, doors, sinks, things like that you maybe didn't even know we did. But if you're doing a construction project or you're rehabbing a home, definitely check out like consignment options. Definitely hop over to eBay. And I'm not saying necessarily with us, but it is really cool. There are so many things that people have taken out of their homes. And I don't know how many doors I've sold, how many like antique doors I've sold, a lot. But all of these things, shutters, that sort of thing. So if you're doing a construction project, think about that as a resource, especially with the price of, construction materials going up so rapidly. I think some salvage pieces really are a great option. All right. So anyway, we got in they are modern hardwired wall sconces. Somebody must have been redecorating. So we have those. They're absolutely gorgeous. So check those out if you are, and if you're not in the market, maybe you will be in the market when you're remodeling. Just think about that as an option. Just think about salvage pieces. A lot of times you can get much, much higher quality, cooler items than you can if you just go, into a Lowe's or Home Depot or redecorate with those new ones. Just really, really give that some thought. I definitely am giving it more and more thought as I redecorate or refab something, as we like to say. Yeah. So I learned one new thing this week, which was really fun. And I learned it actually at What Sold Wednesday and at Resale Therapy. One of our customers, Debbie, was asking about a gurgle pot. Have you guys heard of a gurgle pot? I never had. I thought maybe it was a typo. So I was like, well, what's a gurgle pot? And then she had sent me a picture of hers. And so I looked it up on YouTube to see what, all the fuss was about. And they are really neat. They are these fish-shaped pitchers, and you can use them. A lot of people use them to aerate their wine, or, just as water pitchers. It's kind of a conversation piece at the dinner table because they make this fun little gurgling sound as you pour out the wine or the water or, whatever beverage you choose. So it is a conversation starter. And apparently in the southern United States, maybe on the East Coast, I don't know about the West Coast, but let's say in southern, it is a common gift for a wedding or a housewarming. And it's just a conversation conversation starter. So thank you, Debbie, for that information. Always learning. I just thought that was really cool. And I can't wait to have a dinner party and use one. And we'll see how it works if it's a conversation starter. I think the kids would get a kick out of it, but I think the adults would join in as well. Nice bottle of red wine for the adults. Maybe I'll need 2 gurgle pitchers, one for wine and one for water. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would that be a good addition? I got to start up my Sunday spaghetti dinners again. It's kind of been a slow couple weeks where I haven't done it. If you listen to us from the beginning, I said that I always want to do an open house kind of Sunday at my house for people to come over and have a pasta dinner in the afternoon to stop in. And I got to get that started back up again. I was going pretty good there for a while, and life gets in the way. There was a lot of travel, a lot of different things going on. But I think I'm going to do that, and I think I might add in a gurgle pitcher for the fun. Yes. So stay tuned. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if it's a conversation piece. But I definitely trust Debbie and Sherry. Debbie is Sherry's mom. So Sherry was funny. She was like, "Don't even get my mom started on gurgle pitchers." Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on coming up this week. We, of course, have a lot of fun things going on. We'll be doing our resale therapy. We will be, so Facebook, 7 p.m. Eastern, we do a live sale where you can purchase the items. And then at 8 p.m., we do a live unboxing over on Instagram. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes we don't know what we're pulling out of the boxes. So it's always just a fun time to just kind of hang out with friends, take a break. We say BYOC, bring your own couch, because we want you comfy and relaxed and just hanging out with us. And we just love it. We love it. It's a lot of work on our ends, but it's totally still the highlight of our week. And how lucky are we to love what we do and be doing it for 10 years. If you're watching this video, please give it a thumbs up. We appreciate it. And share Conshy Consignment and those options for cycling goods and money back into your community with your friends. I know people are always looking for a good way to shop sustainably and make those little changes in their life. And shopping with us is one of those things that you can do that will, make a positive impact. So thank you. I appreciate you all joining me for the Brunch Ladies of Conshy Consignment, episode 67. And we are here every Sunday live on YouTube at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, or you can listen to us on podcasts. I usually load it up on Monday mornings if you need something for your commute to work. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and we will see you soon. Bye.